Women's wrestling is hotter than it's ever been, and these are my top 5 female wrestlers that should be signed to the top 2 promotions in 2023. Giulia was born in London, England to an Italian father and Japanese mother. She worked as a manager at an Italian restaurant when she began wrestling training for Ice Ribbon in 2017. She made her wrestling debut at Ice Ribbon 845 in a tag team match. From there, she would enter the Young Ice tournament the following month, where she would be eliminated in the first round. Her streak of bad luck would continue in April when she would lose in 39 seconds to Tsukasa Fujimoto. She wouldn't capture her first victory until September 24, 2018 when she defeated Asahi. Her success, however, would be followed by a string of losses to Komen Bolshoi and Aja Kong. She would go on to form the tag team of Burning Raw with Tequila Saya. The team wouldn't find success and Giulia would take a hiatus from wrestling due to nerve damage in her hip. Upon her return, she would unsuccessfully challenge for the Ice Cross Infinity Championship. Burning Raw would finally win Tag Team Gold in July by capturing the International Ribbon Tag Team Championship titles. After dropping the belts in September, Giulia would announce her departure from Ice Ribbon. She would debut for World Wonder Ring Stardom in December with a win over Hazuki. In January 2020, Giulia would announce a stable called Donna Del Mondo, of which she would recruit Maika and Sayuri. Immediately, Giulia's luck would turn around and Donna Del Mondo would capture the Artist of Stardom Championship. She would then go on to win the 2020 Cinderella tournament, defeating fellow stablemate Sayuri in the process. She would then defeat Tam Nakano to win the Wonder of Stardom title as well. Her stable, however, would lose the Artist of Stardom titles in November. That would mark another turn of luck for the Japanese-Italian star. After a time-limit draw against Sayuri for the SWA World Championship and a loss in the finals for the Goddess of Stardom Tag League, Giulia would then lose her hair and Wonder of Stardom Championship at All-Star Dream Cinderella to Tam Nakano in a hair vs. hair match. However, that would mark yet another turn of luck, and Giulia would then win the Goddess of Stardom Championship with Sayuri against 2 other mates in Maika and Hamika. The victories kept rolling until Stardom 5 Grand Prix, where after 3 matches, Giulia would withdraw from the tournament due to several injuries. Upon her return, Giulia would find victory by winning the Stardom 5 Grand Prix 2022. For the first time, Giulia would win the World of Stardom Championship at Dream Queendom 2 on December 29th with a victory over Sayuri. If the world wasn't paying attention to Giulia before, they better be now. The Mother Effin' King. Kylan King first gained notoriety on the YouTube series AEW Dark in May of 2020. She had her first TV appearance in July of the same year on AEW Dynamite with Kenzie Page in a losing effort in a handicap match to Nyla Rose. She would go on to become an AEW Dark staple, which led to her pay-per-view debut in the All Out Casino Battle Royale in September of 2021. From there, she would take her talents to the NWA. Teaming with Red Velvet, they would enter the Women's Tag Team Tournament. The team would win their first round match, but inevitably would lose in the finals. King would then have a series of singles victories leading to her challenging Camille for the Women's Championship in a failed attempt. Kylan would spend the remainder of the year bouncing between AEW and NWA. 2022 would see the Mother Effin' King make her international debut in New Japan Pro Wrestling, unsuccessfully challenging for the SWA World Championship. By year's end, King would make her debut for Impact Wrestling as well as Warrior Wrestling. I really think 2023 will be the year Kylan is signed to one of the big 2 promotions. What is a king without a queen? Not much is known about Queen Aminata, but one thing is certain: she can go in the ring. She has only been wrestling for 5 years, but already wrestled in Japan, AEW, WWE, as well as traveled the country, hitting the majority of the independent promotions along the way. Aminata is the first African-born wrestler to wrestle in a WWE ring, and I think 2023 will be the year WWE offers her a contract if AEW doesn't first. Billiam, Biting Billy, Blue Gremlin, or Space Jesus. Whatever you want to call Billie Starkz, just don't call her a kid. Billie Starkz started wrestling at the age of 14, but is already a ring veteran. She has wrestled damn near every female wrestler domestically and even internationally, including Priscilla Kelly, Roxanne Perez, Ruby Soho, to name a few. Oh yeah, she isn't afraid to wrestle the men either. She even defeated Calvin Tankman for the Black Label Pro Championship. Billie has wrestled for virtually every indie promotion that she has legally been allowed to, and even made her AEW debut recently. I say legally because although Billie is already a ring veteran, she just turned 18 at the end of 2022. Certain states won't allow wrestling under 18, including her home state of Kentucky. I think that may be another reason she hasn't stepped in a WWE ring yet, but in 2023, that may change. And finally, if you paid attention to the previous 3 women, you notice they all have something in common. They all have faced the Russian Dynamite Masha Slamovich. They say Dynamite comes in small packages, and the same goes for this 5'3" Moscow Russian native. Masha gained the attention of wrestling fans in 2016 for CZW, where she was a regular until 2019. Then the beer virus hit and put the independent wrestling world on hiatus. In 2019, Masha did wrestle for Impact Wrestling, but it wasn't until October of 2021 that the company would offer her a contract. The prior month, she would have a match for AEW, but was not signed to the promotion. In 2022, the 24-year-old wrestled for an astounding 48 promotions. Male, female, it doesn't matter. She wrestles both with insane intensity. Slamovich has yet to win a title in Impact Wrestling, but at the end of 2022, she captured the AAW Women's Championship. Oh yeah, she also made Sports Illustrated's Top 10 Wrestlers of 2022 at the number 10 spot. 2023 will be the best year yet for the Russian Dynamite. It's just a matter of which company will she be signed to.